Hello and welcome to another set of readings of Lotus Love Tarot 555. All right, you guys, I am here to do the love forecast readings for March 2020. Just so glad we are finally past that Mercury retrograde. Oh my goodness. Whew, that was, I don't know about you, but that was a very heavy one for me. All right, so today, like I said, we'll get into our love forecast. Thank you for all of your love and support that you continue to give the channel. Thank you for those who continue to make the very positive comments. I read them all, and I just want to thank you for taking the time to do that. Just a little bit about the reading that's about to come up. Remember, you can apply this to your sun, your moon, your rising, and for some, even your Venus sign. Please be mindful that the messages can flip-flop, so if it doesn't relate to you, it could relate to your partner. Hello to our cross watchers out there. Also, keep in mind that there's no time limit to these readings. It could have happened 3 months ago, could happen today, could be happening in the near future. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Lotus Love Tarot 555. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Please like the readings if you like the readings, even if it doesn't resonate with you and you think it may be beneficial to someone else. Hit that like button, and that allows the reading to go out a little further, okay? And the subscribe button is right next to that. So again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Be mindful that we do have a Patreon membership now where you will have access to all of our extendeds. Today's reading will have an extended version to it. And don't forget that we do private readings, and information pertaining to that can be found below. All right, you guys, I think that is all. These are all the decks that we'll be using today. Now, on to your reading. Hello, my Aquarius. Okay, let's get right into your reading. And I was looking back at your reading from, was that February 2020, and it was a beautiful reading. You could tell that as a collective that you guys have done the work. You put the work into, just trying to be the very best person that you can be, working at a very high vibrational level. And sometimes when you just step back, there's work that all of us can do. There's work that all of us can do. And that's what makes for a better tomorrow when you put the work in today. So hopefully you're still in that same space, okay? But we'll see as we get into your reading. All right, so let's just get started. And I will be doing an extended on that information, on this reading. Information pertaining to that can be found below. All right. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the love forecast for March 2020? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius? And I want to tell you, these cards have been coming out quite fast today and yesterday. Been doing readings for the past 2 days. Okay, Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the love forecast for March 2020? What messages need to go forth? Okay. Always try to check so any flippers, I can catch them, because sometimes they flip and I can't see them. Oh, but I can't feel them. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the love forecast for March 2020. Okay. Okay, Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the love forecast for March 2020? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius? Okay. All right. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, the universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the love forecast for March 2020. What messages need to go forth? All right, my Aquarius. So let's see what's going on. Pay attention to the red flags. Okay, the signs are cautioning you. So, again, just carrying over from February, it's a beautiful reading, but now there's things that are happening that you need to just pay attention to. Doesn't mean anything is going south. It could for some of you, but it just means just pay attention to little situations, scenarios, what have you, areas that you may need to hone in on. For example, you may be in a conversation and somebody says something that you didn't expect them to say, or you didn't expect them to react that way, or they gave you a reaction that kind of put everything in a negative space. Those are the kind of things that you want to look at to see if you can either self-correct yourself if it's you doing it, or bring it to their attention so they can kind of self-correct to keep everything at an even playing field. Not just an even playing field, but just to keep it positive, just to really keep it in a positive space. Ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. All right, so this, and Capricorn is going to, not Capricorn, sorry, Saturn is going to be in your sign, Aquarius. I think it's March 21st. So if you haven't done any research, I'm really considering doing a reading on the return of Saturn to Aquarius, okay? It will be in, Saturn will be in your sign for the next 3 years. So this is going to be something, big changes are coming for you, okay? Explore your options, all right? So whatever you're thinking about, make sure you do your research, make sure you understand exactly what you need to do, what your options are, the good and the bad and the ugly of all situations before you make a choice. Make sure you have researched thoroughly. Spend more time outdoors. Anytime we get these outdoor cards, flower power, music for manifesting, all those type cards that you're connecting with spirit. So spirit is saying, listen, I need you to spend more time outdoors, because that's where your mind is clear. That's where you get clarity of mind. And it's so important, especially when spirit is summoning you. I say all the time, nature is like heaven's office. Okay, so spirit is saying, come into my office so I can clear your mind out, so I can give you information that give you some downloads that's going to take you to the next level, or take you to another vibrational place, okay? Another high vibrational level, I'm sorry. Innocence. Okay, so there's an innocence about what's going on right now. Nobody's trying to do anybody in. Just trying to be the best person that you can be. But whom do you need to forgive? So this might be directly attached to this. Pay attention to the red flags. Maybe somebody has done something, and now forgiveness needs to come into play with this. As you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. I'm not necessarily feeling like this is is directly related to love. This could be any relationship, but we know when you have boundaries of unforgiveness, okay? When you have a boundary line of unforgiveness, you can't ever cross that line for good things to happen, for to work at a high vibrational level. It's very, very hard when you're holding in your heart unforgiveness. And so it's so important to kind of handle that unforgiveness as quickly as you can. See, you got another one. Look for a sign. These are 2 separate decks now talking about signs and things you need to look for. Paying attention to the red flag. That's 2 separate decks saying the same thing. You start with pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And at the end here, you got look for a sign. So spirit is really, and then spirit is telling you spend more time outdoors. That's 3 different decks where it's spirit related. So Aquarius, just make sure you're not ignoring things, ignoring signs that spirit is truly given to you. You'll get signs through your prayer, meditation for some that meditate, for some that have a prayer life, okay? You'll get the signs. Don't ignore them. You'll get signs in your dreams. When you're daydreaming, sometimes you'll get a sign. You may have a special number, what have you. You might see it on a clock, on a license plate. Somebody might say it, the number. It's so many different ways we can get signs. You might be thinking about somebody and then they'll end up calling you. So don't ignore anything, Okay, don't ignore anything at this point, especially having it from the same message from two separate decks. I mean, that's when they come like that, that means it's something you really need to pay attention to. All right, so let's just get a little bit more clarification. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to the love forecast for March 2020? What messages need to go forth? Any more messages for the sign of Aquarius? Okay, we're going to stop there. Okay. Just love, 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 love. Love is all over the place. Okay, my Aquarius, you have, excuse me. You have the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, 4 of Wands. Wow, that's fire. And your overarching energy is strength. Okay. You could, let me see, first of all, you do have an angel number that's coming through. Oh my goodness, I'm saying this very clearly now. Okay, you have 2 8s, 8 8. Then you have this 4 here. So make sure you look up 8 8 and look up 4 4 4 4 4. So all the 4 is magnified. Make sure you look up 4s. 4 4 4 or 444 is the angel number, but you're going to see every 4 that you add on to that. That just means that it's even more so magnified. A lot of fire here. A lot of fire energy, Aquarius. So you definitely could be dealing with an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. You got Leo here again with the strength card. Or it could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay? But again, it could be any sign. It could just be taken on the energy of the sign. So a lot of fire that's happening here. So let's just go through this. With the 9 of Wands here, the 9 of Wands represents trying to keep your boundaries. So you're trying to put some boundaries in place. And with these signs, you know, having to pay attention to the red flags or looking for a sign, you may have had some boundaries put in place, but someone has crossed the boundaries. And it's kind of left you with a little wound. Could be a wound to your heart. So he's physically wounded here. And that's where you're looking at these different signs that are happening now, okay, with this person. This could be romantic or it doesn't necessarily have to be. This could be, you know, a relative at your job. It's just that, you know, you're kind of paying attention and to what's happening. This person could have crossed a boundary that you put in place for yourself, okay? So fast communication is definitely coming in. You're going to be getting some type of fast communication that's going to be happening. It's going to have quick, or could be quick changes that's happening. And then could be quick changes in love. Okay, clearly with the Prince Charming here, somebody could be getting proposed to, you know, maybe taking a relationship to a much different level, could be moving in with somebody. This is a relationship that's like on a marriage level or moving towards that, or very deep. And it seems happiness, and you could be definitely dealing with a twin flame, because this is a twin flame card, the 1111. Okay, and this cup is going towards that 11-11 relationship. So if this is a carryover from your February, it seems like this, you're still in that same space. You're still very happy, but some things are starting to happen now. Okay, some things are taking place. And this, if you're single, this could be coming in for you. Okay, but to make sure you have your boundaries in place. And when people start to cross those boundaries, okay, when they start to cross those boundaries, that's where the problems are coming up. Even though your overarching energy is strength. So you are in your strength. This is courage. This is being able to tame anything that can kind of take you over, okay? This person has tamed the lion. Even though the lion can overtake her or him, remember it's not gender specific, knowing what's inside of you to know how to change it, having the courage to do that, having the strength to do that, right? To take care of what you need to make sure the situation is under control, okay? But these red flags, this is what we're really going to have to look into when we go into the extended version, because I'm going to go into the extended now, because we see on the front end, but we really need to try to understand what is happening Whereas you're needing to pay attention to these red flags. And who is this person that you need to forget? I do believe it's the person that has crossed the boundaries here, and you're very watchful over. But we want to go a little bit more in depth to see, yeah. So we definitely need to look a little further into this to see what in the world is going on. And we're also going to get some advice from the Lover's Oracle, okay? So we'll get some advice from the Lover's Oracle for you on how to proceed, especially with this paying attention to the red flags. That's same message, 2 different decks. You're starting with and you're ending with it here. And also whom you need to forgive. So, I mean, those are 2 very, very crucial areas that we're definitely going to be looking into and to also give you some advice on, okay? All right, my Aquarius. I hope I didn't call you Aries. I didn't call you Aries, did I, throughout this? Because, you know, during that Mercury retrograde, I was having a time. Information pertaining to the extended version, it can be found below. All right, you guys, meet me on the other side.